Yeah.
Yeah. Mic check.
What episode is it?
Depends on what platform we're talking about.
Is this, why is it like that? What the fuck is that about?
Because we were trying to get it on iTunes, remember? And then we tried to reset it because we were saying the numbers at the beginning of the other ones, and then we never changed it on YouTube because they don't care.
Okay, so we got what, like 9 episodes on YouTube?
I think it was like 7 on YouTube. Yeah, I think it. No, 8 on YouTube.
8 episodes on YouTube.
And then 6 on SoundCloud.
So this is episode 9.
9.
For the YouTubers.
Yes.
Episode 9, motherfuckers. Dope boy D in this bitch.
Cyrus the Rebel One, we back in this shit. One more again.
Oh, too motherfucking dope motherfucker.
That's
motherfucker.
Damn.
Get that out.
All right, you do that every.
Yeah. That's how you get the shit out, my nigga.
All right.
Let's do it.
So where we at? You want to do introductions? How was your week, nigga?
Let's get right into this, man. Let's get right into the shit. I got some shit to say. I've been thinking about it the whole fucking drive up here, my nigga. Okay.
How you like chubby chasers?
How I like what? Chubby chasing?
Yeah.
That's another subject, man. Yes, I am a chubby chaser. But fuck Wade Robson. Fuck James Safechuck. Fuck Gavin Arvizo.
Who are these people?
And fuck The Maid too.
Who?
The Maid.
What show is this?
These are all people who accuse Michael Jackson.
Oh, here we go.
Of sexual misconduct and inappropriate touching of the ass and all kinds of other bullshit.
Oh, you think it's a lie?
It is a lie.
Is it fact?
And I want you to debate me on this, sir.
No, I don't.
No, see, that's the thing, nigga. That's the thing. Fuck that tone. Give me your opinion, dog.
I have given you my opinion.
No, you didn't, my nigga. You didn't argue with me. Stop.
I don't have to argue with you.
Yes, you do. This is a podcast, my nigga. I hate leaving from the podcast feeling like
I didn't argue with you.
Yes, like what everything I said was right. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Challenge me. I don't want to be right. I hate feeling like, yo, what I said was right. That was a good episode. I really, conveyed myself well and articulated my point very good, and nobody could challenge it. I hate that. Challenge me.
All right, so I'm supposed to challenge you. And
do you think Michael Jackson is a pedophile? I want to know why.
I do think Michael Jackson.
Tell me why.
Because he's sleeping in the bed with adolescent boys.
That's all the evidence you need.
Well,
that's all the evidence. If I have a gun, that means I'm a fucking serial killer.
No, it does not.
Right? If I have a gun every day, that means I'm a serial killer.
No.
So that's all the evidence you need is to support that Michael Jackson.
No, is a pedophile. But if they were finding bodies in your backyard and you had a gun, that's a totally different conversation.
So tell me, what are the bodies in Michael Jackson's backyard?
Well,
smoking gun.
One of said bodies.
Yes, sir.
Is him. Essentially, I want to say admitting, because I don't think it was ever admitting. I don't want to ever say it was admitted, but it's believed and known, widely accepted that he allows underage toddler boys to sleep in the bed with him. Why do you consider that to be cool?
Now listen, you're still giving me the same thing. You're not giving me.
I'm packaging
the bodies in the backyard. Okay. See, don't do it. Argue with me, Tone. Don't make me feel like I'm right, my nigga, okay?
You're not right. But you don't want to...
Please tell me why. Please, give it to me.
I've already explained it to you. You
just don't want to
you don't want to hear it.
Okay, please make me hear it. Go ahead, please.
You want me to say it again?
I mean, no, to me, all you said was the same thing again. He sleeps with little boys in his bed. What is the smoking gun? It's like, bow. That right there, without a reasonable fucking doubt, proves this nigga is touching little boys.
I don't think anybody has a smoking gun like that.
I'm not even going to. I have a joke, but I'm not even going to say that shit, my nigga. Okay?
Yeah, please don't.
Listen, what's the smoking gun, fam?
There is no smoking gun.
That confirms it for you.
There's no smoking gun in this case. I think that's what makes it so polarizing. We have Michael Jackson, a world-renowned pop star.
Word up.
Like top tier status pop star who has allegations of sexual misconduct.
Yeah.
So
that's
it's like
that's all you need, fam?
No, that's not all you need, but it makes, considering all of the different cases that been maybe trumped up against him, it makes you question it. So I don't know whether or not these dudes are telling the truth or not. Nobody does. But what to me personally, but not everybody may agree with me or not. Personally, I don't feel comfortable just letting the fact that him sleeping in the bed with a toddler ride.
Come on. Toddler, come on.
Adolescent boy.
Don't do that.
Does that make you feel better? Does that make you feel better?
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Why does that make you feel better?
Because that's the truth. A toddler is a lie. He wasn't sleeping in the bed with toddlers.
How old was this boy
How old was the toddler?
At the time.
How old was the toddler?
How old was this kid at the time? 5?
7.
7. So he's not even teenage.
Not a toddler though. A toddler's like
barely.
I'll give you that.
Barely.
Right, I'll give you that. All right.
It's still fucking gross.
Okay, I'll give you
it's
that.
gross.
Okay.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's gross. What? To sleep in the bed?
As a grown ass man that you're not related to this child whatsoever.
I'll say it's weird. If there's nothing sexual going on, I'll say it's weird. It's very fucking weird. It's very. But Michael Jackson's weird.
It sounds like you're defending it though.
Listen, like I told you last podcast, my nigga. I didn't believe it. I didn't believe Michael Jackson either. I believed he was a fucking pedophile, and I'm a fan. I'm talking as a fan, hardcore fan. I believe Michael Jackson was a pedophile, unfucking deniable. But when he died, my nigga,
oh, here we go.
I really started to fucking get
Analyze
into the
them
wormhole of the evidence, dog. When you really put the microscope on a motherfucker. Me and you, we are 80s babies, early 90s babies. You know what I mean? There was a lot of famous things, a lot of famous situations that happened when we were a child, a lot of famous movies that happened when we were a child. We don't really understand them because we were too young to either give a fuck. We were too young to give a fuck and too young to understand.
Okay.
The OJ trial.
Okay.
I did not understand the OJ trial until I became a grown man. I remember my fucking mom jumping up and down on the bed when he won. All I knew was
black man got off.
Black man got off. White people died. That's all I knew. But when you see the documentary, when you look at the evidence, when you see what really happened and what's really going on, you really understand what the fuck was really going on back then. What kind of time this was. I saw Jurassic Park recently.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for
the first one.
The first one.
Okay.
When I was a grown man, say like 27. Completely different movie to me than when I was fucking 8, 7. All you see is dinosaurs and people dying. I didn't know that they were trying to build an amusement park for dinosaurs and the guy stole the
Jurassic Park.
But when you're a kid, you don't know that. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
You just see dinosaurs.
So you didn't understand that they're genetically modifying.
You don't know that.
These are GMO T-Rexes.
You know that now as an adult and you understand what the fuck you're looking at. You know what I'm saying? So
what is the point here?
So what the point is here, Michael Jackson, me and you have been hearing this all our lives.
Okay.
You don't need any evidence because you assume you know everything. Fuck it.
Gotcha. I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? You don't need to dig deep. Fuck it. That's what it is. I've been hearing this all my life.
So
you don't know what the fuck is going on.
So you're saying after you've done all the necessary research, you don't agree that these dudes
complete bullshit.
You think they're completely lying.
Complete bullshit. And last week I didn't feel like this until I did more. And it's like, god damn.
So what did you find out that they're not talking about in this docuseries, whatever the fuck?
I could talk for 6 fucking hours. Brandy Jackson. Do you know? Have you have any idea who I'm talking about?
No.
Break
it down.
Well, she was never mentioned in the Leaving Neverland documentary. Over 4 hours of fucking video, not mentioned one time. She dated Wade Robson, one of the dudes in the documentary, for 8 fucking years.
So who is this Brandy Jackson?
She is Tito Jackson's daughter, introduced to Wade Robson by Michael Jackson. She dated him from the age 12 to 20. The time he was allegedly being molested by Michael Jackson. He fucked Britney Spears. He was fucking another famous person's wife. So we're talking about someone who was allegedly molested and abused for all these years, but is still able to have a normal, healthy sex life. Fucking famous bitches. Trying to up his career by fucking this broad, thinking it's going to take his fucking career there. She's never mentioned one. She dated this man. She said there was absolutely no evidence of him being sexually assaulted, abused, raped, having sex with him.
Why would she have the evidence of him being sexually assaulted?
But it looks funny when she's completely left out of the story. When you get on the documentary and you say that Michael Jackson was telling me to never trust women, You know what I mean? Stay away from women. But
you dating the chick for 8 years.
And he introduces you to his niece. What are you saying?
Gotcha.
It's also known he was in financial trouble. He was trying to fucking get a part in Michael Jackson's Cirque du Soleil. He didn't get the part. He got fired. He's in financial debt. You know, so he comes out with the story 10 years after fucking Michael Jackson dies. You don't have to look him in the eye now and say that he sexually assaulted you. The judge threw the fucking cases out because there was not enough evidence to support it. You come back all these years after testifying for the man in his defense, giving interviews, saying everywhere he never touched you, never sexually assaulted you. You know what I mean? And now you come out with this story. You know, James Safechuck, who was sued in 2013 for thousands of dollars. Nobody knows what happened with that, but the following year, you hop on the bandwagon. And now you want to sue for millions of dollars because you know Michael Jackson's insurance company is paying niggas. You know it. It's a come up. Gavin Arvizo, the kid who was in the Living with Michael Jackson documentary. You ever seen that documentary?
Mm-mm.
It's a documentary. You basically go through Neverland and you see Michael Jackson's life, his day-to-day life and what he does.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so in the house there is a cancer survivor, 12-year-old kid. Michael Jackson pretty much saved this nigga's life. Like, he was gonna die, and Michael Jackson just fucking supported him, brought that positive energy around, and this nigga pulled through some terminal fucking cancer. You know what I mean? Invited him and his family out to the fucking ranch, and you know, a few years later, he accused him of
sexual assault.
Sexual assault. Now listen, if I was just to tell you that story right there, that's all you probably need to convict him. He had this 12-year-old boy in his house, him and his family. 5 years later, he convicts him of fucking molesting him. That's all you need for evidence, right?
Gotcha.
But when you fucking do the microscope, you put the microscope on his family. His mom was stealing out of fucking J.C. Penney. Security guards grabbed her ass. She said the security guards molested her in the store as they grabbed her. Had her sons lie on the stand and say, yeah, we saw them molest our mother. She produced pictures of her bruised and beat up. But what she fucked up at, in her mugshot, she's completely well dressed and her hair isn't, her hair is untouched. No bruises. So she's had her sons are taking acting classes. These people are out for money, plain and simple. You know, they get into Michael Jackson.
But it gets to the point where it's like, no one knows for sure. So for somebody who hasn't done
that's my problem.
The fine tooth comb research like you have,
that's my problem.
It's hard to make some type of.
Then don't make any decision. That's my problem. That's what I'm talking about earlier when I said the conspiracy theory shit. How people just take shit
at
for
face
value.
Okay.
That's corny, my niggas. They are fucking ruining a black man's legacy. I'm not cool with that. I'm not cool with that at all. You know what I'm saying? Like
even if he's guilty,
he's not.
Regardless of
if he's guilty, fuck him. But I've done too much research,
know without a shadow of a doubt.
These people's backgrounds are not.
No,
clear.
We're not talking about the people related to the case's background. We're talking about Michael Jackson.
Yes.
Do you think he is completely 100% guilt free?
Yes, and I stay that different from what I said last week. Last week I didn't feel this way. This week, if you look, Brandy Jackson and Taj Jackson are giving interviews out there because they know these motherfuckers. They know these kids. Wade Robson and James Safechuck. They say none of this shit ever happened. It wasn't like that. They're lying. They give over an hour of interviews on podcasts. CBS turned them down. They don't want that story. Fuck out of here. We don't want to hear the story about how you really know Wade Robson and you dated him for 8 years. Oprah don't want to hear that fucking story. She turned them down. They had to hop on a podcast that I came across by accident to tell their story. You're not hearing about them and their side. Because Michael Jackson can't speak. So you're not hearing from the kids who are actually with them and around them. And here, you don't know that he dated Michael Jackson's niece for 8 years. That's not out there. But you're getting raped by Michael at the same time? Like, come on, my nigga. You fucking Britney Spears? His maid accused him. Said she saw a lot of shit, too.
Michael Jackson's maid?
His maid.
Okay.
This bitch is a thief.
How you know she's a thief?
She admitted to it. I saw the documentary. She stole a half a script out the trash and sold it for like $38,000. Bitch is a thief. They fired her. And she tried to sue. And she lost. And what do you think happened next? Oh, yeah, I saw it. He touched them boys. I want $150 million. Come on, my nigga. Like, this is bullshit. I'm not cool with that. They trying to shit on Michael Jackson, stain this man's legacy. He's been dead for over 10 fucking years. They not going to do that, dog. I'm not having that. Fuck R. Kelly. I don't give a fuck what they do with his music. Any of that shit. Fuck him. They not going to shit on Michael Jackson like that.
Wait.
They not going to come back all these years.
How did we get to R. Kelly?
Because I don't care about him. Like, his image is done. He's going to die a pedophile.
But the thing is, they are
known pedophile.
They are lying on me.
I need that louder.
We got to turn that one up.
Give me another drop. R. Kelly drop.
Y'all killing me with this.
Yeah, fuck you, nigga. You're going down, nigga. Fuck out of here. Now, with that said, with all that I've just dropped on you, you know what I mean? The Brandy Jackson,
it basically says that I would have to do my own research in order to continue.
And that's all I want.
Okay,
that's all I want. Cause like,
but even that with that doesn't mean that someone can't disagree with you.
I'm not
and
saying
still say that. Well, yeah, I still believe
you need to research first.
Yeah,
I can't argue with you if you don't know what I know. It doesn't make sense to me.
Got you.
You're just telling me some shit you
based
saw.
Off some thin air.
Exactly. Some fucking hot topic you saw real quick on E. Little 5-minute shit. You know, you're convinced now. Like, it's really not it, my nigga. OJ murdered them motherfuckers.
How you know?
Dog. The evidence is overwhelming. Johnny Cochran told
you have to say you believe
AJ. He killed him. he killed them people. He confessed to it. Did you see
later
that?
On in the book? Yeah.
Did you see the interview?
Mm-mm.
If you search, you will find. He's on YouTube. Interview from like 2002 that was unreleased. He gives detail. If it was me, how I would have done it. Then the nigga goes into detail of how he committed this murder. Something only he would know. Only the killer would know. He explains in graphic detail how he cut up these people. Killed her first and then killed him. How he had an accomplice with him. It all corroborates the evidence in the story. But Johnny Cochran is such a fucking great defense lawyer. He was able to tell a great story that you just couldn't fucking get around. You know? So, they're not going to shit on Michael Jackson like that. I'm not having that. Do the research. Fuck Wade Robson. Fuck Gavin. Fuck James Safechuck.
Well, damn.
Fuck y'all.
We're going straight to the juggler, huh?
Fuck them. They're lying. Fuck the maid, too. Fat bitch.
Sir.
Where we at, man?
Now that we can move on from Michael Jackson.
I got that out the way.
Finally.
I had to get that off my chest.
So you good now?
I'm good.
You good?
I'm good.
Whew.
What up?
What you want to talk about next?
I don't know, my nigga. Jay Prince. Smacking niggas out here. Soon to be.
Oh, you think he's gonna be smacking niggas? I don't think
personally.
I don't think he's nah.
You know.
So break it down for people that don't know who Jay Prince is, what he's involved in currently. Break it down.
Well, I don't really know the history either. You know, I just know that he's the founder of Rap-A-Lot Records, and that
just talk about YBN Almighty J or whatever.
I don't really know much about them, but I know that he got.
That's where it stems from.
Beat
basically.
Up and robbed in fucking New York, whatever. They sliced his face, and he had something to speak out about. Jay Prince has something to say about it because he invests in YBN Almighty or whatever.
He's on his label.
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Something like that.
I think he just invested in him. Like he invests in Drake. Like Drake's not on his label, but he has some sort of investment in Drake. You know, so pretty much he just came at all the Bronx niggas. You know, like y'all niggas need to speak out and speak up, you know, about what happened. He mentioning names, you know, of the
So what is your beef with that?
I don't have a beef with that.
So
I think he just could have handled it another way.
Like what? You know? Please elaborate.
I mean, I'm just not with the whole social media shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if you can contact these people through other, avenues.
How do you know he didn't do that?
Doesn't look like it. These people who responded,
Mister, I've done 10.
These people who responded back via social media didn't. They said, "Yo, you could have called me, my nigga." You know what I mean? So I just and like for a nigga like Jay Prince to hop on social media to me too is like, oh, why would you an OG, my nigga? You hopping on here for the world to see?
I mean, he may feel that was the only way to get his point across.
Maybe, but did he get his point across?
I mean, apparently the message was received because otherwise the guy wouldn't respond.
But was it received how he wanted it to be received?
See, and that is an open interpretation.
And that's the thing I hate too, because like when you send a text, sometimes people interpret it,
how they want
to interpret it. So when you get up there and you're saying these words and people are reading them probably with a fucking angry voice in their mind, or whatever, they're consuming it a fucking different way, my nigga. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, what is he? I don't know. Is that snitching?
So if somebody, I don't know. It's hard for me to describe because if
said the nigga's name.
If somebody that
allegedly robbed him, yes, he said his name.
Then based on the definition, yeah.
That's snitching.
For some people, yeah. For some people, yeah. But it's also like, what do you do in order to make amends or to address it if you're a person of a certain level of street cred and reputation? You just, I'm supposed to make phone calls behind the scenes, or if I can just aim at you on social media, is that different? Like, what? I don't understand the rules of social media and gangsterdom.
Well, so how do you feel about if say me and you had a problem, right? Me and you had a problem. Instead of me calling you or even texting you, I get on Instagram and post a meme about you.
Did we know each other beforehand, or is it like totally random?
But I have a way I can contact you and get this solved if I really wanted to. But I got on Instagram and posted a meme about you, and shit like that. How would you take that?
I don't get what you mean here.
What do you mean? This happens all the time. I see women do this.
I see 50 Cent do this.
There you go. But 50 Cent he wants some action though. I that's instigating.
Is that what that is?
That's instigating. I take that differently. When I see other people do it, I take it as emotional.
Okay.
When you say like I said, I've seen women do this. Instead of these bitches calling each other, you get on fucking Facebook and
you talk about this chick. She did this. She did that.
You know what I'm saying?
She could have called her.
Exactly. That's corny to me.
But if I don't know you,
argue with me on Facebook.
But my thing is, if I don't really know you, who are you to say that I can't make a post about what?
You can do whatever you want.
Which is what he did.
Okay, but like,
so
I don't respect it.
Okay,
that's not mature to me. You know what I mean? That's not the mature way, in my opinion. Like, nigga, especially if you can call me.
Well, maybe he didn't want it just to be a thing where we get it resolved behind the scenes. It's like maybe this is where trying to attack this at the root. Because if I don't make it known that this is what's happening behind the scenes, people say, well, he got his chain back, but we don't really know how that went about. And it's never really... You know what I mean?
Well, I'm not a street nigga at all, but I don't think street niggas really give a fuck about what the non-street people think. In my opinion, I thought they did it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, this Jay Prince is an OG. Like, you don't move the way that the young niggas
regular
do,
dudes.
I thought.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I'm not trying to discredit the man, but I didn't think you moved like that. Like, I thought you handled things the conventional way, the traditional way. You get on the phone with that man and holler at him. I don't...
Yeah, they didn't...
You know what I'm saying?
They didn't do that this time.
They did it, and I just don't know,
You don't find that gangster, basically. Is that what you're saying? You don't find a gangster?
Fuck, I don't find that to be traditionally gangster. No, I don't. You know,
but maybe that's not up to us because we ain't in that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, hey, it's 2019 now.
We can do whatever the fuck we want to do.
Gangsters move differently. You know, I thought we moved in silence like lasagna, nigga, but we don't. We don't. So,
it's like, where do you go from there? It's like he said his piece. He wants the chain back. He wants. I'm gonna put it on social media. Whoever got a problem with it, you got a problem with it, and you gonna get this chain back. Fuck you. What's up? I want all the smoke.
Yeah.
It's not for us to decipher. You ain't getting in the middle of it. You ain't fighting. You ain't you got the chain. You don't possess the chain. Ain't got nothing to do with you.
How strong is this nigga's reach?
Global.
You think so?
I think it's global. Because you gotta think of some names that just zip the lip.
Like who? What do you mean?
Like people who may have felt like, since he is doing it on social media, this could be considered snitching. But nobody is saying like, Jay Prince, you a bitch for going on social media.
Yeah.
You talking about the guy other than the guy who was aimed at?
Yeah.
I'm talking about other than him.
Yeah.
Who?
There's a nigga who got on, I think either Instagram or YouTube. He said, Jay Prince, suck my dick.
Who's that?
I don't know. But that's what these New York niggas are saying.
But is it just like some random person that we don't know saying Jay Prince SMD?
I think he's an artist.
Somebody I've heard before? It's not like one of those new clout chasers.
Does it matter?
Clout chasers?
Does it matter?
Yes, it does matter, because if you're an up and coming rapper or artist or whatever, and you aiming shots at Jay Prince because somebody is talking about somebody in your crew, versus I got my own rep. I've been official for decades, and Jay Prince SMD, then that's different. You know what I mean? You could be doing this to get your clout up, basically, versus I've been official.
Could be.
And it's still SMD. What's up?
Could be.
You know what I mean?
But I'm just looking at it like a nigga told Jay Prince to suck his dick.
But we don't know you.
You don't do that, my nigga.
Why not? Why don't you do that?
I mean, according to this nigga's track history, you don't take no shit, nigga. Apparently, he's on some real street shit.
And there you go.
You know, so
you wouldn't know.
But my thing is, not everybody's gonna lay down and take that shit. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
That's real shit.
Which is why I spoke about the nigga who said, "Yo, suck my dick, my nigga." Like, you can't just speak about the whole
out of turn like about
that.
The whole, yeah.
Yeah, like,
you don't know all of us.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I
don't know, man.
You think that affects his street cred because he made this social media post?
Not at all.
So then, I don't understand what is the issue.
I just think he could have handled it a different way, like the guy who responded said. You know, like you name the guy, and then you at me with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Are you trying to say I should snitch with you? Is that what are you saying? You know what I'm saying? Like,
maybe that was his means to get him to speak up. Talk to me. Come talk to me, bruh. We don't know. We don't know. We're not in this life.
I don't know. I don't know what these street niggas is doing out here. You know, I guess we get on Instagram now
and talk shit.
And, you know, and air out our issues. I don't know. You know, I'm not trying to disrespect the man. I just didn't know he moved like that. I didn't know that was a thing for OGs. I didn't. You know, but hey, I ain't gonna say up here and say the nigga lost some street cred with me. You know, like,
niggas pull up with you.
You know what I mean? Lay my ass down, nigga.
So what was that shit you was talking?
That shit you was talking, nigga. No street cred, huh?
No street cred?
Lay me the fuck down. Damn, nigga.
Yeah. So what's good with this college bribery scandal? You heard about that?
Yeah, man. White privilege. Sound like to me.
We're not gonna get into it.
I mean, shit, it's white privilege, man. They
so you're gonna do this whole deep dive into the street credibility of a social media?
I can give you what I know.
All right.
I don't really give a fuck about who's on Fuller House and white people and them bribing people out of money, fucking white collar schemes that they've been doing for years and not really getting penalized for it. You know what I mean?
Today is a problem.
Today is the problem. Like they're never doing the shit all alone. But anyways, let me give you what I know.
Okay.
They fired old girl from Fuller House. Took her off, the fucking show. William H. Macy, who was my nigga, who was on Senseless. I love him as an actor.
Shameless.
Yeah, Shameless, smart motherfucker. His wife is involved, and they're saying he might be complicit too in a fucking way. So
I mean, hey,
right, round them all up, nigga. Fuck them.
Do you get why this is a big deal, other than just it's white privilege that's being addressed legally on legal terms? Do you get why it's a big deal?
Well, it's unfair.
Go deeper than that.
It's unfair. What do you mean? Like, it's
do you
other than people who pay? Well, tell me what you know, nigga. Shit.
Do you remember the case where the girl had to she retook the SAT or ACT, one of those aptitude tests to get into college, and she increased her score by 300 points? That it was like, nah,
I read about that.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah,
that's not real.
I do remember that.
That
was a while ago, right?
Yeah,
I do remember that.
Yeah, they said it was fake.
I do remember that.
Now Now remember, there was a case where a black woman was arrested because she used her husband's address so her child could go to a better school. Yeah. They arrested her.
Yo,
think about that. Now add it all together. Now you have a privileged person, affluent, with money to burn, can get the best lawyers. It's out here literally bribing college admissions to get her child into any school that she wants. And then what makes it worse, there's video of the daughter saying she's not really about that school life. She's just there to just drink and have a good time and whatever, all of that shit. But she's trying to get into Stanford and
is the girl
USC and
from a while back who it said, yo, she upped her shit 300 points. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
Is she connected to this?
Well, no, not in particular. No.
Fuck, she's not?
No, she's not connected to this, but it's just...
It's suspicious.
No, it's just we want that same energy. You know what I mean? It's like we as people of color can't go the right way and it just be normal. Because, like, this girl, she basically said, I got tutors, I got private tutors, I've been studying my ass off, and I improved my score. And you're saying it's bullshit. But then this woman paid $6 million in bribes.
Wow.
$6 million in bribes. Wow. Allegedly. Whatever.
Yeah.
Allegedly $6 million in bribes for her daughter to get into whatever school she wanted to go to.
Wow.
I can't use my husband's address so they can go to that school in that district, which is better than mine. I get arrested. I want that same, like, I don't think it's a big, like, I don't
if she had $6 million though, she could have got whatever she wanted.
Yeah, but if she got her
whatever address she wanted, my nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are you saying it's a racial thing or a money thing?
No, it's a classist thing to me. To me, because, like, the fact that the mom is able to fight this in court, she's out on bail because she has money to get out and be out on bail.
Yeah.
If it was like the black mother who used the address illegally, she probably wouldn't have the funds to fight this in court.
Yeah.
So it's like rich class 2, broke nigga 0.
Yeah.
So, like, what can you do? It's like these are the holes in the system that the rich use to their advantage, which I understand because they have the funds to do it. But then it's like, but when we try to do what we can in order to ensure that our children get the best education possible, it's a problem. We're trying to cheat, quote unquote, cheat the system.
Yeah. White privilege, man. I wonder what's gonna happen. Like, you think they're gonna face some serious hardcore time? I wonder how many other actors.
$6 million?
Yeah.
$6 million.
Yeah.
Do you realize how much? Like, the school isn't the education doesn't cost that much.
Dead ass.
We're talking just the bribes here, not the tuition associated with the school. Just the bribes. $6 million.
Which one was that?
I think that's the Fuller House.
Wow, my nigga. Let me piss real quick. Wow. Come on, break music.
Yeah.
Oh shit, this nigga.
We back, B.
Yeah. You going to see Captain Marvel?
No. Hell no.
Why not?
Because.
Why?
I don't watch shit when it drops originally. You know that. Unless it's something I really want to see or heard is really good.
Are you into the whole Marvel universe?
Yes. But I haven't heard anything about Captain Marvel in particular that's like, yo, I need to see that.
Have you been looking for it?
Yeah.
No, you haven't. I can't wait, my nigga. You know, I fuck with Marvel heavy. I'm not going to see Shazam.
To who?
Exactly.
As in the Shaq movie?
Why? See, that's how much people give a fuck about DC. You didn't see the trailer for Shazam?
Nope.
Yeah, exactly. You saw the trailer for Captain Marvel, though, right?
Sure did.
That's crazy, my nigga. I don't give a fuck about DC. You know they're fucking revamping Suicide Squad?
And James Gunn is reinstated for yeah, whatever.
Yeah, you know.
Whatever. It's a lot of fuckery.
Yeah. I fuck with Marvel heavy, though.
I believe you.
Heavy.
I definitely believe you.
Yo, let me tell you something. Let me keep it 1,000 with you, my nigga.
Okay.
1,000! Black Panther was not all that.
I agree with you. It was not all that.
Sorry.
And Killmonger was the worst.
Oh my fucking God, he's trash.
Killmonger, not Michael
Trash.
B. Jordan, but
Michael B. Jordan's trash. I said it, he's trash. He's not a great actor at all, my nigga. He's okay.
I don't know about all that.
He's average.
For Killmonger, maybe.
You think he's a great actor?
I didn't say he's.
Give me your opinion.
I think he's all right. I don't.
He's all right.
For a Killmonger,
Right,
it wasn't the
not
greatest.
Trash. He's all right. He's all right. Yeah, he wasn't a good Killmonger in my opinion. They could have used someone way
or just maybe
menacing.
I wanted did he had to be menacing to be Killmonger?
I don't know. I don't really know Killmonger's personality, but I would assume the villain is villainous. You know
what the hell does that mean?
Villainous, nigga. He looks like a villain.
Okay, does Mahershala look?
Like a villain,
does Mahershala Ali look like a villain in Luke Cage?
He was a smooth fucking criminal, okay?
So did he look villainous? No, he did not, because he wore a
villainous.
suit. But he wore a suit. So what the fuck you talking about villainous?
Which is probably why they killed him off and put fucking Diamond back in.
Diamondback wore a suit also. What the hell are you talking about?
But he looked villainous.
Probably because he was just an ugly ass nigga.
Hey, he fits that description. You know what I'm saying?
Just an ugly dude.
Fuck, how we get on this? Where were we at? Fuck.
Michael B. Jordan.
Yes, Michael B. Jordan. No, he was not a great Killmonger. He could have somebody way better.
Black Panther. I already told the people how
Boseman was.
T'Challa was terrible.
Oh my, terrible dog.
Terrible T'Challa.
Come on, man.
The most timid king I've ever seen.
Oh my God, he was timid, non-threatening black man. They should have had Michael Jai White. That'd have been fire.
I don't know all that.
Why?
I don't think Michael Jai White is all that great of an actor either.
He's better than fucking Chadwick Boseman, nigga.
Is he?
Yeah.
In something other than fighting movies?
It's a fighting movie.
Is it?
What the fuck do you want? What do you want?
It's not a fighting movie. It's a Marvel movie.
Come on, fam. He's a better actor than Chadwick Boseman, in my opinion. Okay?
How would you know? Blood and Bone from 30 years ago?
Fire.
From 30 years.
Is it not fire?
It's all right.
He was on Martin.
Was he?
Yes.
As what?
Did you know that? He isn't as a guy in one of the scenes. 2 times, I think. He was in Dark Knight.
Saw that.
Yeah, he was good in that.
Oh yeah, he was a bad guy in Dark Knight.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Believable bad guy.
Yeah.
At that. You know, I fuck with him.
Yeah.
And when you look at the
I'm just thinking of Spawn. I'm just like,
yeah, true that.
Whatever.
But when you look at the comic and you look at Michael Jai White, you're like, yeah, that's the nigga supposed to be playing Black Panther. Like, it makes sense.
I would see Michael Jai White more for Killmonger than Black Panther.
Even that. I'll even take that. But when you
I would believe Killmonger more than like, yeah, bro, you ain't beating.
Yeah.
You ain't beating.
Like,
yeah.
Michael Jai White up against M'Baku, that's believable, fam. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a believable sparring match. Chadwick Boseman and come on. Fam.
Let's speculate. What's gonna happen in the end game?
Well, I have an assumption. You know, I think.
All right, speculate
that they're gonna go back in time and save everybody.
Okay.
That's what.
Is anybody gonna die?
I think so.
Who dies?
That would be epic fucking part of the experience.
Give me who dies.
Shit.
I think
Captain America.
I think Captain America dies. I think he's out of here. You think Iron Man's out of here?
I think Captain America dies.
I don't think Iron Man's out of here.
I don't think Iron Man dies. I think Captain America dies. I think a few people might die, I think.
So if when they say Endgame, you think this is going to be the last movie for however many years? You think they're dropping some new shit?
Of course. The Marvel goes on. Captain Marvel is the start of the new wave.
The new wave of what?
You have no idea, sir. Dog.
You know?
Yes. I'm tapped the fuck in, my nigga. They have a fucking multitude of movies to come. Fucking Doctor Strange 2.
Okay.
Ant-Man, the new Ant-Man.
Not interested.
Guardians. I watched all that shit. All that shit's fire. Guardians of the Galaxy. The new Spider-Man. Captain Marvel. Mysterio. X-Men. They're revamping X-Men. They're gonna have their own,
they need to do that.
Yeah.
They need to revamp it.
Yeah, that's all to come, my nigga. Even more you've never heard about. They got an Asian superhero coming. Read about him last night. That shit's gonna be fire.
Yeah, Disney runs the world right now.
Nigga, that's just gonna be when that shit drop. The kung fu nigga, dog. It's gonna be fire. I looked at the comment like this shit's gonna be ill. They're gonna make a movie out of this, dog. They run the shit right now. They really are. And when they drop that Disney streaming service,
you think they're gonna bring Luke Cage back?
Yeah, I think so.
Punisher.
They need to.
Do they need to? Do they need to?
Listen. If they can keep fucking Iron Fist, but give me Luke Cage season 2 is trash. That dab really ended it. That killed the whole season. But
I think they killed the series when they killed Cottonmouth.
Cottonmouth, yeah. I didn't understand that either. Fucking killed them all. But back to my original point, Black Panther
was not all that. It made a lot of money because, black people support, even though we can't support any other fucking thing else. And I don't believe that.
We don't.
I don't believe that.
We don't. We don't give a fuck about shit.
Maybe you don't give. You don't.
Collectively, we don't.
Collectively, what do you mean by collectively?
White people get together. Asian people get together. Other races, other nationalities get together. Put money into their community and make it their community.
Okay. You're
Black
saying we don't?
We don't.
Okay.
We don't have communities. We don't invest in our communities like the Chinese do, like the Jewish do, who have their own police, their own ambulance, their own school bus systems. If you are dying on the fucking street, the Jewish ambulance will not pick you up. They only pick up their own. Why don't black people have that? We don't have our own school buses.
Because they get bombed, remember?
Who?
Black Wall Street, remember that?
So we're scared now?
Well, I mean,
we're not going to try again?
See, now you're asking the real questions.
Why aren't we putting money together to put the politicians we want in office? We don't think about shit like that.
We can do that?
Yes! But we don't give a fuck.
Well, maybe some of us just don't know. Not everybody is as knowledgeable as you are, so maybe you should organize.
Maybe people need to stop and think.
Can you organize?
People don't listen. People don't want to hear that. People don't want to hear that.
So now you're speaking for them.
They don't.
You saying that we don't do it, but then when I'm saying why don't you organize so we can do that, and you're like, well, we don't want to do that.
If I tell a bunch of niggas, hey, let's all get together on this day, everybody donate $1, we can put this towards getting this guy into office, and he can really get things moving the way we want, the way we see them.
We're skeptical of the person.
All of them niggas will say yeah. 40% will show up. And the rest of the niggas are having an excuse about why they couldn't go, why their money's low,
I had to work,
why they can't make it, I can't do this, my baby mama this, that. You know that, dog. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad to say, but I'm a nigga, so I can sit up here and say that. I know how these niggas act. Niggas ain't gonna do that. You know what I mean?
So how do we change it, Mr. Pessimist?
We gotta stop with all the distractions, man. Put the fucking weed down, put the Hennessy down, put the PS4 down, put the iPod down, put the World Star down, put the bitch down. You know?
Yeah.
Put the news down.
Okay. And do what?
Fuck Jordans. Don't give a fuck
and
about
do
that.
what? And do what?
Think. Do some critical thinking. Stop and look around you.
And then what?
Every once in a while, I really think meditation. I'm not even speaking from a nigga who does this shit. But I know I need to make a change in my life. I'm just a fucking procrastinator. You know what I mean? Because shit isn't changing the way I'm doing it. Something obviously needs to fucking change.
Okay.
You know, so.
But you're not giving any solutions. What are you proposing we should do then to unify?
I mean, it's not one thing, man. I can't just.
All right, go. So give me more than one.
I gave you one. I said we should fucking invest in our own communities. We don't.
Okay.
Jewish people have their own fucking ambulance.
Give me another example.
No, don't roll your eyes at that, fam, because that's bullshit. Why don't we?
I think that's bullshit.
We complain about the school bus system, but we won't invest to get our own.
You're using a blanket statement to
Tell me how.
to describe every black community across the nation, which is bullshit.
Tell me an affluent black community, Tone. Give it to me.
An affluent?
Yes.
Define
Where
affluent.
is it? Stop with the semantics, fam. You used the word earlier.
Brooklyn. Yes.
It's all black people there.
Well, not anymore because
Black-owned
it's gentrified.
stores.
Which is gentrified because it's being gentrified.
Black-owned stores?
It was, yes.
Don't give me. Is it now?
Well, no, because it's being gentrified, which is my point, and it's not because.
So where is it then?
So it's not because of the point that they don't have money. It's the fact that the people with money are coming and buying us out.
Why?
Which is a major difference.
Why aren't black people investing?
Because
their money
we don't have the funds.
There are black people with funds, but they're not fucking invested in Brooklyn.
Maybe because they're not from Brooklyn.
Why ain't Chris Rock invested in Brooklyn?
I don't know. You'd have to ask Chris Rock.
And I can't say that he's not. I'm just throwing a fucking name out there. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, like, I heard somebody break it down like, yeah, white people are coming up and buying the communities. Why aren't we? Don't blame them for coming up to buy some shit you don't want. You don't want to invest in. Why don't you make the investment?
Nipsey Hussle just bought some.
Shout out to Nipsey Hussle.
So,
you know
what are you saying?
It's very small and few, my nigga, but they are not affluent black communities where there's black supermarkets, black corner stores, you know, black ambulance, black hospitals. You see black neighborhoods with Indian corner stores, white-owned supermarkets, white-owned liquor stores, white-owned laundromats, white police. You know
White police is a different conversation.
Shit it's just a community with black people in it, not a black community. I got a problem with that.
Then you have a problem with the way that the government is run, essentially, because you know how blockbusting and redlining and all that good shit. So it's not something that was built for us to begin with. So now we're trying to basically dismantle the system to be rebuilt to include us, which is a whole nother war in itself.
With giving a fuck first.
Okay.
Starts with critical thinking first, nigga.
Maybe it needs you to organize.
Hey, I'm speaking out. That's what I do a podcast for, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's your.
Hey, this is my service here.
Gotcha.
You know? Say, hey, maybe one day a nigga will come back, rewind to this episode and learn something. You never know. You know what I mean? This is my service. Because I ain't going to get out there.
Maybe you're part of the problem.
Hey. You might be right.
You mean I might be right?
Fuck it, you're right. I'm not out there doing it.
So what? How do you expect us doing? You yourself ain't doing it.
I know what change needs to be made. It starts with that.
All right. So when are you gonna go to a black supermarket?
I want to own a black supermarket. Nigga.
Until then, when are you gonna go to a black supermarket?
There isn't one. But if there was,
that's a lie. That's a whole lie.
Where, nigga? Okay, I'm not gonna act like I'm not in full. Like I don't support black-owned businesses. I just bought toothpaste from a nigga who makes it online. Black man. Okay. I bought that shit. That's what we use in our home.
Gotcha.
We're going to buy black-owned soap and detergent soon next. So I support black-owned businesses, but I don't, where the fuck is a black-owned supermarket? Where? Not in my neighborhood, my nigga. Where?
Well, then maybe you should.
Please tell me what you know. Where's the black-owned supermarket? Where?
Maryland. There's some in Maryland. There's some in L.A.
What are they called?
That I'm not sure. I'd have to look that up. But
Supermarkets?
Supermarkets. Do you know, you ever seen the show Suits?
No, I know what you're talking about.
There's a guy on there. The guy's name is, the lawyer's name is Zane. I forget the guy's real name, but the one who just got who became royalty in England. The mixed chick, Markle. Her father in the show last name is Zane. That's the guy I'm talking about. In real life, he owns black-owned supermarkets.
Is he a real brother?
He's a brother.
Or other brother?
As far as I know, he's a brother.
Look at him, Tone.
I can't tell you by looking at him.
What would I say if I saw him? What would I call him?
He's a brother.
I wouldn't call him the other brother?
No.
Okay. How dark is he?
He's darker than both of us.
Oh, okay. Her mom must be white. Not that it matters. But anyways.
No, you're talking about in the show. You're talking about in the show.
No, I'm talking about Meghan Markle. Her mom must be white.
In the show.
Meghan Markle.
Yes, I'm saying that's her character in the show.
Meghan Markle's on the show.
Yes, that's the show that she was doing before she got married.
Yeah, she's fine, my nigga. I think Meghan Markle is fine.
Okay.
I think Tiffany Haddish is fine.
Oh, you like Tiffany Haddish?
Oh,
She's too ratchet.
I am in love. Oh.
Okay.
Give me all that ratchet shit.
Okay.
I think Tiffany Haddish is fine, my nigga. I'm obsessed.
Why?
I think she's fine.
Okay.
Like for real.
Can you ogle her elsewhere?
I'm also in love. You know I'm also in love with, my nigga?
Who?
Hood Siri.
Who the hell is that?
You never seen a chick online who can talk like Siri?
Kind of heavier set black woman.
Light skin?
Yeah, I know you're talking about. I've seen like a video.
Chick?
Yeah. She was sitting down with her friend. She just does the Siri voice.
Love.
Why?
I don't know. I just like her, nigga.
Okay.
I'm in love.
Are you annoyed? Are you annoyed as everybody else who's seen the Stallion, Megan Thee Stallion, doing that video in front of the gas station? We're still here. Megan Thee Stallion, the rapper.
White chick?
No, why is that the first question you ask when I'm describing a person?
I've never heard of her.
Yes, you have.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Yes.
Now, when I heard Megan, I was make you think white chick. There's a black chick named Megan.
Yes.
Megan.
The Stallion.
Never heard of her.
Yes, you have.
I've never heard of her.
Are you sure about that?
Never heard of Megan Thee Stallion. Not looking for that music. Tell you that. I need some more drops, my nigga. I need some gunshots.
So did you get a MIDI pad? Did you get a MIDI pad?
I did not.
Are you gonna get a MIDI pad?
Yes, I am.
When?
Next week. No, not next week. Week after that. This is rent week, so I gotta wait.
Gotcha.
First of the month. That shit will be here.
Megan.
Gotta pay rent, my nigga. Shit's hard out here.
Yeah, it is hard.
My fucking heat bill was crazy, my nigga. Like, damn. What? Trying to keep two little niggas warm with a girl. It's just hard.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Megan Thee Stallion. Never heard of her. Never heard of her.
You've seen that video before, though.
I have not.
Oh, you haven't been on Twitter?
I have not.
Damn. Surprised at you.
You know how I speak. So I can't get on there and speak like that anymore like I used to. So it's a different place. You know what I mean?
So you moved on.
You
moved off the block.
I'm on YouTube now, talking the fuck how I want now. Fuck it.
On YouTube?
Right? Crazy, right? I don't know. Because nobody's listening here, really. But once niggas blow, I might have to switch it up, nigga. Go PC.
They gonna gather you.
For real, nigga.
I can't wait, to be honest. I can't wait till they gather you. I want to see the New Hollers.
Fuck them.
I want to see when they gather you.
I ain't changing.
I ain't
changing.
You say that.
I ain't changing. You fucking niggas might sell out. Would that be some shit?
He's the one. Yeah,
what are we talking about? Who's that chick you just showed me?
Megan Thee Stallion.
What the fuck? What about her?
You were talking about?
She was protesting what?
I don't even remember, to be
You
honest.
said she was doing some shit in front of some store.
Yeah, she was twerking.
Okay.
And you don't remember, so
what's wrong with that though?
There's nothing wrong with that. It's just I forget what the topic we were talking about. That.
No, but what's the significance of that? Like
that's what I'm saying. I don't remember.
Oh, okay. She was twerking in front of a store.
Yeah. I forget what we were talking about before that.
Black Panther, Killmonger.
We
were way past that, right? Meghan Markle.
Yes.
Okay. She's back.
Black owned
businesses.
Yes. She's. Damn. How do we get to Megan?
Meghan Markle, because her dad is on Suits. She's on Suits.
I think we went past that.
We were black owned businesses.
You get detergent. You get detergents.
He owns supermarkets.
Then I still don't remember how we get to
supermarkets. Meghan Markle. Tiffany Haddish is bad.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Oh, are you tired of seeing Megan Thee Stallion?
I've never seen her.
That's why. So there's this video that's been going around with her basically twerking in front of this gas station or whatever, and it just everybody's just recycling it over and 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 over. You're just seeing it too damn much, and so niggas like, yeah, I'm getting tired of seeing this video. So it's like a recurring thing, like a meme. You keep like the Jordan face. They're using it like that, like it's on everything. Like literally everything. Okay. And then some dudes are just like, I'm just getting tired of seeing this fucking video, and then girls and sometimes other dudes will be like, yeah, well then you can move along, because it's whatever. Because you'd have to see the video to see what I'm talking about.
But I get what you're saying, but you're saying that people are tired of just Tired of them using that for everything.
Or just they'll just retweet and be like, Megan, please, I would. You know how niggas get whenever they see this attractive woman.
She got ass?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Is it real?
That I don't know. I wasn't at the doctor's office.
You think Nicki Minaj's ass is real?
No, I don't.
Okay. You think Amber Rose's ass is real?
I don't.
Cardi B?
We know it's not.
Right.
We know it's not.
Are you in support of fake asses?
We've had this discussion too.
Are you though?
Well, I don't have a problem with it, but I don't. I'm not wifing up no fake ass. But that's just my personal preference. I don't. Not that anyone would give a shit. And I'm like, well, I wasn't giving it to you niggas no way. So whatever. So how do you feel about colleges not paying their athletes? You think that should change? You think that should stay the same?
I've heard it has changed. I've heard it has changed.
Into what?
I've heard about students getting stipends.
Okay. Do you think they should get paid?
Yes, 100%.
How? Or do you have a structure in mind?
How? Yeah. I don't know how. I can tell you why I think they should be paid.
Okay.
I'm sure you know why.
Like the injury prone and all that good shit?
Their likeness is being used in fucking, posters and
video games
and things like that. Like, you're making money off of my name and my likeness. That's enough,
I just think it's very
right there.
I think it's naive to think that these athletes that are borderline pro aren't receiving some form of compensation somewhere from these colleges that makes millions, sometimes billions off of their students.
I don't know for a fact. I know that,
Did you hear about like the whole scandal? Like the Adidas executives sentenced to prison for the fraud.
What paying students to what?
Some type of scandal with the top execs. They were trying to get the top recruits to wear Adidas and their apparel and whatnot.
Well,
that wouldn't happen if these guys were getting paid or in some form or another getting some form of contract or like.
Yeah, maybe not. Yeah.
Because it's like a Zion. His foot busts out of a Nike.
Yeah.
Nike goes out of their way to fix it, get him some new Nikes. Is he getting some form of compensation out of that? Like, he doesn't just do that for free. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pay these, like a college football player. They die out there. They could die on that field.
Die on that field, my nigga.
For a college education?
Pay them niggas.
You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. Pay them niggas, man. I think
they should get paid.
Should be paid. There should be no argument about it, in my opinion. But I think that is changing. I think some students are receiving stipends, from what I've heard.
I think we both need to do some more research on that one because I don't think that's true. Or they're not supposed to be getting some stipends.
This is from someone whose son plays college basketball. He said he is receiving compensation, and others are too.
Okay.
That's what he said. I forget his son's name, but he plays, college football, college basketball.
Do you think professional athletes should be able to take PEDs, performance enhancing drugs? I do.
If everybody's taking them, why not?
I think they have been taking them. It's just it's just frowned upon.
Yeah, pretty much. Niggas is doing it anyway.
Just like they're getting caught.
Niggas is juicing up anyway. Why not? Fuck it.
I want to see that muscle bound 102 pound, 180 pound monster that can crack a home run over. Like, I want to see that. Why not? Why not?
Right. You think NFL players should be allowed to smoke weed?
Why not?
To help with chronic pain issues and things like that.
Which they legitimately have.
I think they should be. I've heard white women get online. Get on these networks and say how we shouldn't allow NFL players to smoke weed and be weed heads. But it's like, you're okay with them being pill heads? You're cool with that? Getting the fucking needle every week before a game? You're cool with that?
The cortisone. That's cool.
You're right. You're cool with them being addicted to fucking Oxy and all this other shit. But,
that weed, though.
Get that shit out of here. Like, it's just, people are so fucking, people are sheep, my nigga.
So what is the big issue with weed to begin with? That's what I've never really fully. Cause I've heard of the reefer madness. Yeah, so was alcohol for the longest time, but
it's not.
But you get that beer now.
It's not.
You drink that beer.
But it's not now. People are just literally that fucking sheepish, my nigga. Like, it's legal, so it's good. Cigarettes will fucking kill you.
But that's legal.
But nobody's going to get on TV and say, hey, stop smoking this shit. You know what I mean? Because it's legal.
Well, yeah, okay. they got campaigns now saying stop smoking.
But, like, you're not going to hear the lady say, hey, NFL players should stop smoking cigarettes. You know, you guys are killing yourselves. Which is what they're doing. You're not worried about that because it's legal.
You're worried about the weed.
The masses think it's okay because there's no stigma on it yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, but marijuana, illegal. No, who gives a fuck about all the beneficial things it can do for people who are sick with cancer and things like that? No matter the medicinal purposes this thing has, it got that stigma on it.
Leave it alone.
Leave it alone. Fuck it. And people just be like, all right, fuck it. This is illegal. You know, it's a bad thing. You're doing that. That's bad. Don't do that. That's illegal. That's bad. That shit gets on my nerves, dog. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Do your due diligence and know what you're talking about. Like, if my son tomorrow developed any kind of cancer on the outside of his body, you damn right I'm getting online and ordering some type of cannabis oil of some type of cannabinoid thing to cure him. You fucking right I am. And I dare motherfucker come in my house and tell me I can't. I dare motherfucker to.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
DCF or whatever they call it.
I dare them to.
They'll come pick you up.
You know what I'm saying? And this has happened to many parents because it has that stigma attached to it.
But the thing is, what really grinds my gears about marijuana in particular is it legal or is it not?
It's illegal.
It's illegal.
It's criminalized in a lot of places.
Yeah, but that still means it's illegal.
On a federal level.
On a federal level.
Everywhere.
So if it's illegal on a federal level, it's not legal.
No, I get you.
So we're basically choosing which individuals on a case-by-case basis we're pursuing for criminal charges. That's basically what you're telling me.
Yeah.
Because some individuals of color are pursued for having a possession of a gram of marijuana, or who've been seen on camera smoking a blunt, or whatever the fuck. But
depends on where you are, because in California you can smoke the shit on the street.
Because it's decriminalized.
It's legal. It's decriminalized in Boston. I can have.
It can't. My point is, it can't be legal if it's still federally.
It depends on how much you have.
It's still federally illegal. Federal law preempts state law. I know you know this because you had Singer, just like I had Singer.
But
there's no way.
Explain to me what this means. Then
that's literally my point. It doesn't make sense. You can't have some states that say it's legal according to state law when federal law says it's illegal.
Okay.
So why are there organizations that, like literal companies, growing and manufacturing and distributing medicinal marijuana?
Loopholes.
Destroy
in Amsterdam, it is legal to sell marijuana in a coffee shop. But if you are caught bringing 2 pounds to the shop in order to be processed and sold, you can be arrested and charged with a federal crime for trafficking.
Okay.
But as long as you are in the shop with the 2 pounds, that's legal. So they're able to legally sell weed through a loophole, and the government is able to make money
through
that loophole.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So basically, we're basically setting up something similar in the U.S.
Yes.
Depending on which state you're in.
Exactly.
And which is some bullshit.
Exactly. It is some bullshit. Because if I get caught bringing it here, I'm a criminal. But in my shop, it's completely legal.
I'm talking about here in the U.S.
In the U.S., I assume it's the same way. It would have to be in order for it to work, right? It's illegal on a federal level. So if I'm out in the streets with 2 pounds on me, I can be arrested and charged with a federal crime.
In mass, but not in California.
No,
not in Colorado, but in Michigan.
I'm assuming that it works all the way around like that with these coffee shops.
No,
because look, this is how it makes sense to me. Please explain after. This is how it makes sense to me. On a federal level, meaning to me, if I'm trying to sell these 2 pounds of marijuana, that's illegal on the street. If I'm in my shop, that's legal.
No.
Please break it down to me.
Federal level is like your mommy and daddy.
What?
Federal level is like your mother and father.
Uh-huh.
They say, no, you can't manufacture and sell and distribute marijuana. State level is like your older brother and sister. They're like, hey, you're not allowed to sell it but But if they don't catch you, it don't matter. In some states, that's one sibling, and then you have another sibling like, well, in my state, you can do whatever the hell you want to do. But neither of them overrule what your parents say.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That is some bullshit because that makes no sense. It's basically saying if an affluent person gets caught with 2 pounds of marijuana in a state that doesn't allow it, like Texas or Connecticut, you can get arrested. But you basically can fight it in court. But if one of us get caught with 2 pounds, we're going down. Period.
Well, then now you're throwing race into it.
No, I'm not throwing race. I just say you and I. I'm saying affluent versus not affluent.
So you're saying class.
Class. Okay. More so class.
Okay, yeah, I hear you. But like, so it's in California though. I can sit on the sidewalk and smoke my fucking weed.
Yeah, because of the state law. Because of the state law system.
Because of the state law system. Okay.
Yes, but you can't. State law can't overrule federal law. Federal law says you can't.
So where does it
doesn't make sense. That's the point. It don't make sense.
So pretty much, if you wanted to just say, hey,
until federal law says it's legal, until federal law says this shit is legal, no state should be allowed to say that this is legal.
So at any time they could be like,
yes,
this is legal now.
Yes, the federal law. Yes,
yes, the federal law.
Yes.
I know what state said, but now I'm making decisions today. That's illegal today. You're arrested. They can do that.
Yep.
And in Massachusetts, you can have up to like 3 ounces in your car and like 6 plants in your home. But any more than that, you're committing a crime. You know, so if I got an extra plant, nigga, I gotta get rid of that shit. Ain't that some shit?
You getting the plant? Why not?
When I get a home, yeah.
Oh, what's
a home? Hell yeah. My cousin got a plant. My girl's brother got a plant in their home. Yes. Nigga grows his own weed. You don't gotta go out
and then also you know what's being put in it and not getting cut with nothing.
Exactly. He's growing his own weed, my nigga. I respect it.
Yeah, I would trust my own weed before I trust somebody else's shit.
I mean, I've trusted a lot of weed out there. But I'm saying like he's not, you know, it all goes to him. You know, he don't got to spend money on weed.
Did you hear about the baseball player who was suspended for 80 games for performance enhancing drugs?
I mean, nah, I didn't hear about that.
You know, why they suspend that man for a fourth of the season? 80 games.
Performance enhancement drugs.
80 games is a quarter of the season.
They have how many fucking games?
It's like 300, 300
shit like that.
80 games. He's gonna enjoy his vacation.
He's happy as shit right now, nigga. He's on a beach sniffing coke somewhere. Oh, fuck. What else is out there, man? You heard about Kodak Black, my nigga?
What did he did this?
Sticky Fingers.
Word?
He said Sticky Fingers got on his bus acting all. He said Kodak Black said he has no respect for old heads. That's what he said. He said he got on his bus acting all old headish and shit. So he smacked him. And then went in his bag and pulled out his fake gun and pointed it at him, and Sticky Fingers ran off. He was on Instagram telling this shit.
What?
Kodak Black smacked Sticky Fingers.
And pulled a fake gun on him.
He pulled his own fake gun on him.
Fake gun.
Yeah. What's going on in hip-hop, my nigga?
I think there's a divide of the generations, basically. That's what's happening.
Clearly. Tory Lanez said... I think he told Royce the 5'9" suck his dick.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Know?
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Like, I remember Kodak.
That's not one of the ones you do that to.
Yeah, like that's the wrong nigga to say that to, fam. Yeah. Like, you don't even know who you talking to.
Yeah, that's not the
Kodak
one.
Black, I remember he was saying, he was calling Lil Wayne a bitch and shit like that, saying, you know, he'll fight Lil Wayne, and then he'll be the best rapper alive once he beat him.
Yeah, I remember that.
Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. And then there was some other newer artist that was like, "Yeah, Lil Wayne, don't worry about it. I'll beat his ass for you."
Because, are we wilding, or was the new generation wilding?
Well, we're old heads. So,
are we?
Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there.
Like you never.
Because like you're not an 18-year-old. You're not.
I guess I don't understand. Is that what it is?
You're not a clout chaser. You're not doing this to be. Oh my God, I'm popping.
This generation is fucked.
For more reasons than we can divulge on this podcast.
J. Cole gotta come save us, my nigga. J. Cole gotta come save us.
He don't want to come save this shit? For what?
He gotta come save us.
For what?
Nigga.
To do what?
He gotta save this rap game, dog. He's the only one that can save us. Him and Kendrick.
From what? Save us from what?
Destruction of the fucking rap game.
The rap game is already destroyed. A lot of these artists that are coming up and hot right now don't do it for the craft.
We're not going to be talking about them in the next 2 years. Man.
They don't do it for the craft. I don't give a damn about the music itself. I'm talking about how they feel about the game itself.
Yeah.
they don't do it for the craft. They don't want to be lyrical. They don't want to give a shit about their message. They just want to be on the charts. Whoever they got to step on. They don't
give a fuck about that. They want to sip their lean, pop a pill with the baddest bitch, and buy these Balenciaga sneakers and stunt on Instagram.
And women, they want to pop their pussies and all that shit. Which I don't have a problem. They want to pop their pussy. Go for it.
Pussies will be popped.
That's what I'm saying. Go for it by all means. But I'm saying, as far as for the rap side of it, if you're telling me, it's one thing you want to pop your pussy and all that great shit, go for it. But if you want to hate on the rap game itself and tell me that you don't care for the lyricism that goes into it, I can't respect you as an artist.
That all started with Waka Flocka when he was like, don't nobody want to hear that dictionary rap. This was back in, like, I think 2004, 2005, 2006. You know, because he credits himself being the creator of trap music. You know,
he's wilding.
Why you say that?
There are other artists who came in before him that were considered trap, like
but was
Gucci Mane's.
Trap music.
Who cares?
Well, in my opinion, T.I. created trap music.
But he's also one of the ones that credits other individuals like Gucci Mane. He has like a trap museum or something.
Yeah. But I see the nuance in that though. He's talking about
the hood,
this era of trap music, not what we originally know to be trap music, which is T.I., which is Gucci Mane, which is Jeezy. He's talking about the
official.
I'm sorry. Excuse me. Not trap music. Drill music.
Who music?
Drill music.
I don't know what that is.
You have no idea what drill music is?
No.
That Chicago sound, that little Herb, that little Bibby. You know what I mean? That
I don't listen to
Lil Reese.
Don't listen to him.
That drill music. You've heard it before.
Yes.
Lil Herbo. You know what I mean?
G Herbo. Yeah.
That style of music. He's crediting himself with creating that. So, and he got on radio and said, yeah, nobody wants to hear that dictionary rap. So I think from there on, everybody hopped on that bandwagon like, yeah, you know, it's not about lyricism, my nigga. You need a dope melody, a dope hook.
Yeah, I'm not with that.
And you can consider yourself the greatest rapper alive.
Yeah, I'm not with that.
They still call it rap. You know, maybe I'm old, you know, but
I'm glad to be old if that's what that is now.
Yeah, I guess so, my nigga. A lot of this shit is gay.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of this shit is gay, my nigga. A lot of this shit is it's homosexual. You know what I mean? Not to say anything's wrong with that, but it's just like shit has changed, my nigga.
You saying that these artists are being legitimate? These
artists straddle the line of
like Young Thug.
Yes.
Okay.
And many others, you know. I don't know. Not saying anything's wrong with that, but just things have obviously changed. I remember I saw a video of a dude in a wedding dress sucking off an AK-47. You know what I mean? Like, come on, my nigga. Like, this where we going?
Yeah, that's where we at. That's not where we. That's where we at. We ain't going there no more.
See this? Like, come on, man. Like, what are you doing, young man? What are you doing? You got on a fucking wedding dress.
You don't care.
What are you doing?
You gonna say something to him,
nigga? If no, I mean I have no reason to say anything to him. But I won't go to a show. I won't support him. So I have no reason to.
Somebody is. Which is scary. Somebody is going to that show.
That's crazy.
Like somebody's at a Young Thug show.
If you like it, you like it. But it's just, I'm not going to sit up here and speak PC for you. Fuck you. This is how I feel. I don't understand it. I don't. Okay? I don't understand homosexuality. I'm ignorant or whatever. So when I see it, it's weird to me. I'm sorry. All right? So
I'm talking about, let's get back to the music.
I'm just saying in general because I know people gonna come at me because I
stick to the music. Music.
Talking about gay shit and music.
Okay.
It's prevalent now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn.
So, you're not going to listen to a Frank Ocean album?
I love Frank Ocean.
So.
But if he's on a song talking about sucking dick, I'm not listening to that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm sorry. I don't want to hear that. Am I wrong? I don't want to hear about him sucking dick.
Yes, you're wrong.
And you're right. People will say I'm wrong for that. Yeah. How dare you not want to hear that? People will really say that.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure.
Fuck you. I don't give a fuck about
so would you consider yourself a masculine father?
100%.
Do you show your sons affection?
Of course.
because I saw a post.
Headlocks and punches to the chest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's one way. But yeah, of course I show my kids affection. Yeah.
Because like I saw a post with a guy. He was laid up with his daughters, and his son was kind of further off in the picture. He was like kind of like trying to push him away, and he was saying, "Yeah, I don't want my son to grow up thinking that me showing affection is okay."
Sounds like Joe Jackson.
What are your thoughts on that? As a father, I can't really say what I think. Other than I don't agree with his post, but some men thinking that showing your son too much affection could make him
what
more sensitive, less manly. I don't agree with that, but some men believe that.
I don't agree with that. I think that's bullshit.
There are dudes out there that don't show their sons affection, their little boys affection for that reason. I think that's bullshit, but it does happen. Like, you ever heard the phrase "big boys don't cry"?
I believe that.
That's some bullshit.
No, that's some real shit.
Is that real shit?
I believe that.
I don't. That's some bullshit.
Some things you don't really understand until you have a child. I will never understand having a daughter and what that's like and what that
until you have one.
Until I have one. But I can tell you what it's like having a son.
Okay.
And, you know, all the things that I used to never understand, I understand now. I used to look at my dad when I used to, you know, do bad on my homework or something or mess up on something and how mad he would get. And I couldn't understand how someone can get to this level of anger. I didn't understand it. But
so now you understand kids,
now. You understand
why
how you can be so fucking mad at something so stupid. It's just there.
Why?
It's just
why?
What it is.
Why would you get that angry?
It's just I can't explain it. But it's like I used to think my father's anger wasn't genuine. Like he's just being angry to be angry. But you can really be upset with your son, and I look at his report card.
Like not trying versus just making a genuine mistake.
Making a genuine, like a little bit of both. You know what I mean? Knowing better. You know what I mean? Like if I would do something in school, if I was playing around or something like that, I didn't understand why my dad would be so mad, so angry with me. I didn't think his anger was genuine until you have a son and you're looking at his report card and the things that the teacher is saying that he's doing in his class. And you're like, what the fuck are you doing? If you're going up here acting up in school, like it's.
If you're acting up in school, that's a totally different thing.
But it's like the level of anger I'm talking about.
Oh,
like,
okay.
You know what I mean? It's one thing to talk to him
and just be genuine upset. Yeah.
And one thing to be genuinely fucking pissed at the things you're reading and how he's acting. Let me see. Pause it for a second. So yeah, there's different levels
of anger. As a father, basically.
And I would reach that peak, like, yo, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, kids are fucking annoying. You don't even know, my nigga. Cause like,
fuck them kids.
Dog, you really understand it when you become a parent. They are fucking annoying. Like the other day, I get no sleep. I work all fucking day. I come home, take my son to school in the morning, early in the morning, after working 8 hours. So I have to get up 6 hours later, take him to school, then come home and deal with the baby. Boss man.
Yeah, that's the boss.
The fucking 1-year-old. He's the boss. I deal with him all day. Then go pick up my other son, come back home, do homework. Then go to bed. Then do it all over again the next day. That's my life. So I'm trying to sleep on my day off.
Nah.
Who's tapping me? Who you think tapping me?
Your oldest.
Yes. Can you play GTA? Can we play GTA together? Come help me. I need help with a mission. Leave me alone. I'm asleep. He leave. Who comes back? He come back, my nigga. Tap me again. Wakes the baby up. Now I have to get up. Sleep done.
Yeah, you're done.
And I gotta go to work that day. You think he give a fuck? No. But like, I understand being a parent. You really gotta try to, place your anger
where it's needed.
He's a kid. He want to play with his daddy. Daddy ain't
ain't nothing wrong with that.
Daddy ain't home all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand it. You gotta, but you can be fucking trying to sleep, my nigga. Get the fuck out of here. So like, what are we talking about before we got into sons and shit?
Affection, showing your kid affection.
Showing your kid affection. Okay, so I think
affection, not infection.
Affection,
not infection.
Males, boys crying.
Boys don't cry.
Boys don't cry. That's what I want to talk about. So,
am I tripping?
I
thought I heard buzz.
My son, he's 6. I had to get that crying shit up out of him. Because I noticed I didn't start living with my son every day till he was 3. When he was born or whatever, he was with his mom. I was back and forth from school, back and forth from Boston. I wasn't really in his life like that. So when I got him, I got the version she made of him. You know what I'm saying? Up until 3 years old.
Gotcha.
Mommy let everything slide. Crying, mommy don't say shit. Get your emotions out. She's emotional. She understands that. I come around. Nigga, suck that shit up. You know what I mean? Like, you think you're going to cry your way through every situation? You don't get what you want. You just cry? You can't get through life like that. You think your boy's going to let you cry in front of them? They gonna tell you about yourself too, nigga. You get up there and start crying in school in front of your boys. What you think they gonna say?
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna cry in front of the girls? When you older, 13 years old, you crying in front of the girls? I'm not trying to make it seem like men have to be this way, but how you gonna get through life as a black male, as a man, as a male, behaving this way? Like,
are you explaining this to him, or are you just
yes.
shaming his tears?
Explaining it to him. I'm breaking it down to you like this, but to him, I talk to him.
Because my issue was more so just the saying. Because, like, yes, I get what you're saying as a parent, as a father of boys. You don't want your son just going around crying
about every goddamn thing.
But
suck that shit
but
up.
Saying boys don't cry is it's just incorrect.
Well, that is incorrect. That is incorrect. You can't just make a blanket statement like that. You know what I mean?
That's all I was saying. I understand your point, but big boys don't cry is some bullshit.
Big boys don't cry.
Well, yes, they do. If you lose a family member, you can cry.
Well, you want to break it down like that.
Exactly.
That's different.
Exactly. But just because you don't know how to tie your shoe, you're not crying, or you spill some milk. You know, like,
get out of here, man. You better suck that shit up, man.
You better get this mop, clean this shit up.
They don't want to hear all that crying and shit. Yeah, I don't play that. And I think men should show their son affection. Like,
yeah, I agree with that too. That you saying because you're a male and you have a son, you don't show him no affection is bullshit. It's lazy.
What kind of affection though? Like, put it like this: when my son fucking
attention, showing him attention, more so is that affection? Yeah,
right.
Yeah, I mean,
hugging him.
Yeah.
Like
you're hugging your daughters, but then you're pushing your son away. That's some bullshit.
That's neglect to me.
Because you're not giving him attention.
That's exactly what Joe Jackson did. Michael Jackson's dad.
Yeah.
He wouldn't let them call him dad. He wouldn't let them tell him that he loves them. He wouldn't tell them he loved them. He didn't show affection for them because he thought it would make them weak. That's how he was brought up. And you see what it did to Michael. The most famous one, the one who probably needed
the most affection
from his dad.
Was he the youngest?
He wasn't the youngest, but he was the one who needed the most attention.
Gotcha.
I look at it like this, my nigga. None of them other niggas are Michael, okay? They didn't have the life he did. Like I said before, Marlon Jackson ain't shit. Yes, they were the same in age, but completely different lifestyles. Marlon Jackson could not be in the same place as Michael Jackson and get the same response from a fan, you know what I mean, that Michael would get.
They're like, yeah, who's Marlon Jackson? Who's that?
Exactly. You know what I mean? Like, hasn't been sheltered his whole life like Michael was. So he probably needed that attention from a man at that. Probably any man. Yeah. Any elder man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of men think they don't need that from their father. You need that.
You do.
Even if your daddy ain't shit, he got something to tell you, my nigga. He been here long enough.
He's your father.
He's your father. The nigga busted you out.
And even if you don't agree with him.
Even if you don't agree with him.
Just the fact that you have to hear that
exactly
from the other side, somewhere deep down, it clicks something.
Word the fuck up.
Like, I know where I get that bullshit from.
Exactly. It all makes sense.
Yeah.
It starts to all make sense when you start talking to your dad as an older man. You really see everything, like where you come from, why you are who you are. Yeah. You know what I mean? And
why you think in some ways.
And how you can make changes, for the next generation, my nigga. That's really what it's all about.
Pass on the wheel of fire.
Jay-Z said he would have never been able to marry Beyonce if he never reconnected with his dad. I don't know what he needed
from that
to get to that next step, but he needed that male fatherly guidance, whatever that was. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
But a lot of niggas do. A lot of niggas think, I don't need my dad.
Which
I guess some niggas don't. I don't know.
I think that's bullshit. I think that's lazy thinking.
Stubborn way of thinking.
Lazy and stubborn, because it's like, because some of them have the access to that parent and just don't reach out, exactly. Versus who don't have that person, that family member around or whatever, don't have the father figure.
My dad put me on my feet. I wasn't talking to him for a while either. When we reconnected, nigga put me on my feet, fam. Like, my car insurance was behind. Nigga paid for it. Bought me new tires on my car. Bought me a new battery. Gave me some extra money. Helped me get some insurance.
Get your shit together.
Got my shit together. You know what I mean? Like, he'll say manly shit to me. Shit I don't want to hear, but shit I need to hear.
Like what? What do you tell you?
What are you smoking all your fucking money? You smoking all your weed up? That's all you doing? Nobody talks to me like that.
Get your shit together.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody talks to me like that, but you need that, my nigga.
Yeah.
And it resonates. It's like, damn, a nigga need to stop smoking all this fucking weed and save my money. You need to hear that. Even if you don't fucking want to, you need that, my nigga. So, niggas need their dads in some aspect of your life, my nigga. Even if he's a complete asshole, complete dickhead. Wait. If he's an abusive father, alcoholic, and really just should be left the fuck alone, that's different.
Yeah, it's very different.
But if like y'all just had a falling out
because if he
don't
spoke
get along
to you,
with your mom,
yeah,
it's you got to really understand, man. Like, I'm sure one day my sons will probably hear about how I've cheated on their mother. You know what I'm saying? But when they become men, they'll understand what it's like to be a man and be with a woman at a young age. What it is to be a man and want to fucking, fuck everything that walks and be out there and think you know everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't understand that now. And I don't know how the fuck I got on this subject. But,
raising boys.
They will understand when they become men, things that they don't understand now. I don't know how I got there.
Do you think that as we get older, our generation, I guess millennials, do you think we're going to change what it is to be a man?
We're doing that now. What do you mean, change what it is to be a man?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
Do you think it is changing what is considered to be a man?
Now, between me and you, maybe not. But the masses, yes. Because a man, it can now be a transgender woman. That is a man now. 100 years from now, that will be what it is.
Or transgender.
These are men, whatever the fuck it is. You know what I'm trying to say. Yeah. These are men too. These are women too. We can't exclude them out.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure the definition, they're trying to change science with this shit. Fucking biology. I was born a woman. And now that I, dress like a man and talk like a man, I'm a man now. And had surgery and now they're trying to change biology. So like 100,000 years from now, they'll be like, hey, they really were born. I don't fucking know. It's going to be confusing down the line. That's all I have to say. So I think the definition of what a man will change in the future. Yes, I do. I don't think it'll be traditionally what me and you know it as. Okay. Because it's some weird shit. What up?
Where the hoes at, man?
What time is it?
We had 1:50, considering probably close to an hour and a half, some shit like that. How you feel about gene editing?
Fuck is that?
Do you think scientists should be able to take a plant and modify it in order to fit our needs, or modify a human embryo to cure X, Y, and Z, or whatever?
As long as it isn't damaging to the ecosystem or the human existence.
How will we know?
I don't know. But as long as I'm okay with it, as long as it isn't doing that.
How would we know?
I don't know.
Because we're now altering. We don't know what is in that gene profile for a plant to protect itself from the environment, or what it's doing.
Take over the world somehow,
Or ruin the ozone layer because this simple little protein in its gene profile protected the ozone.
Do you believe in global warming?
Do I believe in global warming?
Do you think that global warming is human error?
No.
You don't think
I don't think it's human error, but I think we make it worse. What do you call that?
We're helping it. What?
No, we're making it worse than what it probably would have been. Like, I think the Earth does.
To it.
Yeah, the Earth does have a system of heating and cooling over however many millions of years
on its own.
Its own. Yeah. But then us with our carbon emissions and all that other shit,
pollution
and all that shit, we make it worse.
Yeah, so that's human contribution.
On top of, I don't think the polar ice caps would be melting. If
just because I'm not recycling plastic.
Exactly.
You don't think so, bro?
No, I don't.
It's crazy. It's crazy you broke it down like that because I argue with my dad, who stands the same way you do. He doesn't believe that humans are really having that big of an effect.
So if humans died off tomorrow, if there was a tidal wave that took the whole Earth out, every single human out tomorrow, how long do you think it would be before Earth reset itself?
Why would Earth have to reset itself?
I'm not saying it would have to. I'm not. And us as humans, we're thinking about us coming back. That's not what I'm talking about here.
I'm not either.
What are you talking about?
I think the Earth could continue without humans.
All right,
definitely could.
When I say reset itself,
what do you mean?
Not carbon emissions through the roof, polar ice caps melting, that type shit. How long do you think? The trees and shit. How long do you think all that stuff would regrow and Earth would become more green again? If there were no more humans around,
I don't think there would be much of a change, except a lot of greenery growing and things like that. But
which all affects CO2 emissions and all that other stuff that affects global warming.
What affects global warming, in your opinion?
CO2 emissions.
What the fuck is it? I know what CO2 emission is, but break it down more for me so I can understand how it connects to global warming.
Well, CO2 emissions damage the ozone. I'm not a scientist, so I'm going to my science bag real quick. But CO2 emissions damage the ozone. The ozone is what keeps the lighthouse, all the heat that's stored in our atmosphere. With the holes in the ozone, it lets some of that out. Yeah.
I understand the ozone layer being something that protects us from the sun.
Yes.
And I hear that hairspray is breaking that barrier.
Hairspray?
Things like that are contributing to the breaking of the ozone layer. Hairspray, pollution, things like that. So, I forget how we got there. But anyway, CO2 emissions. Listen, I think, in my opinion, it has been an accumulation of years and years and years of human pollution.
Yes.
That has brought upon global warming. This situation right now.
So you don't think it's cyclical at all?
It's a part of the cycle? Is that what you're saying?
Do you think the Earth itself, regardless of human error,
is doing this on its own?
Do you think the Earth has a cycle of that on its own, of heating and cooling?
I mean, yeah, that would make sense to me. Yes.
All right. So if you couple that, the heating and cooling on its own, if the Earth is on a period of heating on its own, and on top of that we have carbon emissions that are higher than it's ever fucking been, do you think that affects the ozone and all that other stuff?
So we're contributing.
So that sounds, and it's like we don't cause it, but when you couple that with,
so we can reverse it
to a certain extent.
If we
we can't completely get rid of,
slow down our contribution to it.
Exactly.
Stop it.
Exactly. I agree with that. I would totally agree with that. But it's just, we don't, at the singular personal level, have the power to do that on our own. That's something you have to bring to the government. But our government doesn't believe that. Our current administration doesn't believe that.
I think that it's something we should really take serious.
Yeah, but they don't.
Because
the person who's in charge of that department right now doesn't believe in global warming.
That's crazy. Because if certain species die off, we will die. If we woke up tomorrow and there were no more bees, we die off.
Because they pollinate.
There you go.
Yeah.
If we woke up tomorrow and there were no more jellyfish,
they clean the ocean.
You couldn't eat anything out of there. We'd have to change our way of life. No more fish, no more lobster, no more shrimp, no more a lot of that shit that comes out of there. So if we're polluting,
but then that also means that we as humans have to start throwing away our fucking plastic.
That's what I'm saying, my nigga. We have to really stop and think about that. Like, for our future, for our children's children, if we want them to fucking be here, like, we really need to. Are they making plastic bags illegal where you're at?
They're trying to take away straws and
yeah,
some of that type of stuff.
My girl went to Mexico. Straws are illegal. There's not a straw anywhere on that fucking island. You can't find a straw.
Your shorty went where?
Mexico.
Mexico's not an island.
You know what the fuck I mean. You know, I ain't never been there.
I'm like,
you know what I mean, man. You sure it's not?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Anyway. Yeah. So, yeah, we're trying, I guess, but it's really a slow fucking process. Because I go online and I see fucking
because the U.S.
whales.
is the number one consumer of natural resources, like gas.
Yeah.
So gases are related to cars, which cars is like one of our number one exports.
America doesn't give a fuck. Like, so many other countries do things to
give a shit.
To give a shit. To improve on the quality of fucking life.
Nah, we're not there.
You know what I mean?
We're cool
America
on that.
doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, we're cool on that.
Like, they have, in China, certain places in China, they have these systems outside of their home so that you can get the cleanest fucking drinking water in the world. Of every home, it has that on the outside. They have things that you can click on in the shower to save water. It can save the planet. You know, America doesn't give a fuck about shit.
Well,
like
other countries
get this McDonald's,
plant
nigga.
trees,
smoke these cigarettes.
Yeah, and manufacture this paper by destroying acres of forest.
You know, it's even the food. Like, my brother told me that the fucking Burger King in Scotland is some of the best meat and food you will ever eat. But I go to Burger King in Mattapan, where I'm from. The sandwich is just fucking thrown together. Fries are stale. Probably been sitting under a fucking heat lamp. The fucking drink is full of ice. 2 sips and I'm done with this shit. You know, the service is just... I don't give a fuck, nigga. I don't give a... Give me your money.
So I can give you this, throw the sandwich together.
This manufactured processed shit.
It's not made with love.
At all. At all. At all, my nigga. At all.
It is not made with love.
At all, dog. Man, I want to move to Japan, my nigga. Seriously, I want to move. I want to move somewhere where it's warm year round and the government gives a fuck.
So you got to leave Earth.
Pretty much, my nigga. If there's governments on other planets. Hopefully not. Yeah, man.
Water.
I think that's all I got.
That's all you got, B?
Yeah. Once again, fuck Wade Robson. Fuck Gavin Arvizo. Fuck James Safechuck. Fuck the maid. You're all fucking liars. Fuck you.
Got that off your chest?
Got that off my chest, my nigga.
All
Anybody out there who's listening, look up the Brandy Jackson interview, the Taj Jackson interview, okay? Draw your own conclusion. Don't be a sheep. What else you got, my nigga? Shit make me mad. You can't try to ruin this man's legacy like that. I'm not with that, yo. That's just corny.
So I know you heard the R. Kelly song that they made from the Gayle King interview.
Of course.
Which is a better remix? That song or the You Name It remix? I got beans, greens, potatoes, tomatoes.
You name it. That shit's on it. Now what's better? The green beans, tomatoes and shit, or the Hide Your Kids, Hide Your Wife remix?
You name it.
You heard the Hide Your Kids, Hide Your Wife remix?
Because they ripping everybody out here.
Yeah. That shit was classic when it dropped. They're going out like it wasn't.
Okay. So, R. Kelly song or the damn, ghetto grocery bag.
Damn. That shit had more
Jesus
quotables.
oozing.
That shit was fire.
Let's do this. Damn, ghetto grocery bag.
That shit was fire.
We might have to get that damn drop.
Yeah, we need that. Yeah, man.
Give me some shout out. Oh, matter of fact, what's the word? What's the word of the week?
Smithereens. That's the word of the day that came up on that.
Smithereens. All right.
Yeah. I'm sure niggas can figure that one out. Yeah, man. That's all I got, B.
Give me a shout out, B.
Shout out the bitches with pretty toes.
You are a fucking fool.
I love y'all. Okay? Painted or not, I love it. Pretty toes, little stubby fat toes. I'll take it. I'll take it, baby, okay? Keep them feet clean. Wash in between the toes. Get that heel in the back, please. No crusty heels. Okay? Get that manicure. Is it manicure or pedicure on the feet? What is it?
I think it's ped.
Get that pedicure. And I'll suck them shits, baby, okay? All right, we out of here, my nigga.
Don't try to skirt up.
All too dope, nigga.
All right, till next time, people.